All right, y'all. Interesting. Your underlying energy is the Queen of Cups, though. Love, feelings underneath that Six of Wands. Good. I like that combination. Okay, definitely feeling proud about the effort that you've been putting in, and definitely feeling more in love. I can see the Queen of Cups is trusting your intuition, following your instincts. Um, not really pushing too much or not really pulling, but had very lovely passive energy, right? Because she allows things to be. She just feels things flow through her. And I feel like you guys are just enjoying the experience of being in love. And, I feel like you also have someone in mind. Maybe you have someone that you may want, or there may be something in mind that you want as well. The Queen of Cups can indicate that this process is about discovering what your cup is, what your personal desire is for you. And you may not know that yet. This is why you're probably figuring it out now, right? The whole process is trying to figure out what you want, either in a relationship, as in a life, like as in like lifestyle, what you kind of lifestyle you're trying to go after, or it has a lot to do with, what your personal dreams are. Now, the heart of your reading also is straight up Knight of Cups. This could be someone that you know, someone that you have history with, or this could be you focusing on your dreams, focusing on what you want, focusing on what you want to feel, right? Knight of Cups is also super romantic, and I feel like the challenge is probably the dreamy aspect of it, allowing yourself to dream, allowing yourself to be romantic. Because the Queen of Cups she's very romantic. The whole focus is about tapping into that beautiful, dreamy, imaginative energy that the Queen of Cups can imagine. That's why she's able to persuade herself to feel a certain way. That's why she's able to influence other people, because she can get them to think and believe and to dream. And the Knight of Cups is a dreamer. He's the dreamer card, but it's crossed by the Seven Pentacles. What is realistic? All right. So I think you guys are having a hard time kind of figuring out what's realistic and what's not realistic about your friendships, about your relationships, about your dreams, your passions, your desires, your goals. And I think you're trying to have a realistic approach in regards to what you can have and what you can't have. Practically, kind of in a way, it's putting limitations on what you can and cannot have. But there's a sense of dreaminess that's, you know, shunned in a way because of we saw the moon come up, and the moon can indicate facing of fears, facing of things that are kind of scary, right? And I think those, even though the moon is your card, you guys are all about the dream world, all about the imagination, the unrealistic, right? It's a beautiful energy, but sometimes it can get carried away. Sometimes we can lose ourselves in that intense emotion, intense feeling, intense period energy, and we can kind of start losing sight of what's real. And I think the thing is that for some of you guys, Pisces, you're doing the exact opposite of that. You're losing touch of your imaginative, your creative, that abstract energy that you guys are naturally that you guys have naturally. And it's not, well, sorry, I shouldn't say lose it. It's more of you're kind of putting it back. You're kind of like, this isn't useful here, this isn't useful here, this is useful, but it's actually exactly what you need to manifest what you want. Because the Seven of Pentacles is almost like it's you have Seven of Pentacles and Seven of Cups. So very interesting that you have the reality and the fantasy in this reading. And this is the Seven of Pentacles is always like, yeah, what do I need to do to get to whatever I need to get to, right? What do I need to do to get to where I want to be? And the Seven of Pentacles looks at the workload of what needs to be done. He tries to find more work to do, tries to figure out what he needs to do to really build on what he's already got. He's at a good space, right? He's made great progress, but it's not exactly where he wants to be. And he's looking at the practical aspects of it, what he needs to do to get there. And you have a awesome blend of you have a blend of pentacle and cups here that definitely speaks to me is very significant. But the thing is that the dreams is the situation. Like the challenge is the dream is to have the hopes and the passion, the desire for something. Just focusing on what you want rather than focusing on what you need to do. Focusing on the reality of something. Really, just looking at how much work needs to be done. Just focusing on your heart. Focus on what you want to feel, and let that guide you. Because I feel like this is really a relationship reading. Because when it comes to love, all you have to do is focus on how you feel for that person, what you want to feel for that person, and constantly give them love, unconditional love, right? You have a cup here that's definitely specific. It has a lid on it. it, and it's specific for one person, specific to whatever you want to give this cup to. He, she, both people, whatever, right? Whatever you guys, however you guys roll. But the situation is that it's very specific what that cup is. It's very specific what's in that cup, because no one else has what she's got in that cup, and only one, and only not one person, but only some. There's only one other person that in the tarot that gives it to her, which could be many different things. Obviously, the King of Cups can be in polygamy. It could be so many different things. But the point of it all is that this cup is specific to something. Her own desires, her own happiness, right? Her love is in a cup that's sacred and precious to her. And I think that's the thing. You're focusing and figuring out what exactly is that precious cup to you. Or if this precious cup that you have here, which I believe you already do have, is it worth pursuing? Is it worth continuing? Is it worth is it worth the effort and the time that's needed to continue to grow this? You have a new opportunity, though. This is what it's telling me. You had the opportunity in the past that opened the door for you to even contemplate this, or to even get this far, right? You got this a door open where you could, go and pursue this love, pursue this person that you may have had feelings for, this friend that you may have had feelings for, or somebody from the past, someone you know from work, someone that you're very familiar with. If this is someone completely new, this is someone new that had, that has beautiful emotions, and as you share together. And here you have the Two of Pentacles. Now, some of you guys, you may be kind of figuring out who is the person that you want to pursue. Maybe you guys are trying to figure out which person it is that you want to be in a relationship with. You have the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles. And I feel like you guys are trying to figure out who your ideal lover is. Is it the person that is stable? Is it this person that is, a little bit more serious? That's, definitely communicative, intelligent, someone that you have great conversations with. And I feel like you're some of you guys may be trying to figure out what you guys want to do with two people. Some of you guys, there's no two people at all. This is you guys just trying to kind of keep the balance of a situation and trying to make practical decisions based off of what you want. And that's not how it's going to work. Saves a little time, y'all. When it comes to the Two of Pentacles, the only way you're going to actually figure out what is of value to you is by looking at how you feel about those pentacles. And in order for you to look at how you feel about those pentacles, you have to look, you have to know what you feel. Seven of Cups is this kind of card that's all about fantasy and opportunities and options and decisions that need to be made. And this goes hand in hand with the present. The external energy goes hand in hand with, with the present. And I feel like you guys are trying to figure out your dream. You guys are trying to pick a dream from the practical aspect of your life, and it's not going to work that way. Similar to Seven of Pentacles, you're not going to get anywhere by constantly looking at the workload that needs to be done, or constantly dwelling on the fact that you're not where you want to be. And I don't think that's the case. And I just say that just in case that may be what some of you guys may be doing, but I'm not getting you guys dwelling on anything. I think you guys are trying to make practical decisions about how to move forward when you're not sure of what you want in the first place. Seven of Cups is indicating this. The Two of Pentacles can indicate that you're juggling things and trying to keep the balance of something. You're trying to make it, trying to make some sort of situation, stable and balanced, when it's not, if you're not looking at how you feel. I think some of you guys, it could be this as well. Like, there's another message here. It could indicate here that there is some things that need to be done that your emotions may stand in the way of, and it's important that you control how you feel as well, and honor those emotions. Definitely treat yourself and respond to those feelings, promptly, but also recognize that recognize that responsibilities are a role in this whole thing, right? I'm not saying that you guys are blowing any of these off, but what I am saying is that do allow yourself to, treat yourself sometimes. Allow yourself to feel, right? To go into fantasy world, take some time out and enjoy your life. Enjoy how you feel, this person, enjoy life, period. Because if we can bog ourselves down with work that we don't really we forget what we are doing the work for. And I kind of get that kind of message with both, this kind of energy. Like, some of you guys may be working too much or just balance everything out, and you're not giving yourself time, right? You got to give yourself, at least a little bit of time to enjoy life, to remember why you're working so hard, why you're diligently focusing on building something, right? Focusing on your heart's desire and working so diligently on it. Now, the King of Swords is the future card, and I actually don't have a problem with this here, because this tells me that you also make a decision. You know your truth at this point. And I feel like you guys know too. I think you're keeping the balance right now to kind of figure it out, weighing the options at this moment. But you're also you're assessing how you feel. You know that you have to go within. You know that you have to figure out what you know. The way to figure out what's yours is by feeling, is by knowing what you want to feel, by concentrating on your emotions, and that is what's going to get you to your truth. To become the King of Swords, if this is you guys. And the King of Swords could also be someone else. It could be an Aries. Oh, sorry, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I don't know why I always do that. With the air signs, I always throw Aries in there, and I think it's just because he sounds like air, but whatever. The King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, coming up here. Could be that this person here, you choose that individual. That's an air sign. If you're not seeing an air sign, it could be that you're leaning more towards someone that is intellectual, that's very smart, very good at communicating, has great conversations with, very good at coming up with ideas, very stern about his beliefs or her beliefs. Okay. Remember, guys, kings don't have to be a she; they could be a he. All right. So this is a really, this could be anybody, but the point of it all is that I feel like you know your truth at this point. You master your truth. You master what your goals are. You have clarity in what you believe in and what your happiness looks like and what you're going for. Because here your goal and ambition is the Ten of Pentacles. You want to commit to that. I feel like you guys want to have a wonderful ending. You want to have a relationship that's strong, that's sturdy, that stands the test of time. You want something that actually, that feels like you are, supported, as well as you can see and have physical, like almost have physical evidence that it's true, that it's there. You want a realistic ending that makes you feel absolutely happy. And not an ending per se, but more so like you want an outcome to be beautiful and to be happy and to have all the people that around you that support you and are in your network that really have your back and truly have your best interests at heart. So your outcome here is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is somebody that's loyal, that's committed, that's determined to get to this Ten of Pentacles here with you. This person's also can be very focused on their on work or the material, but only because they understand the value of what those things can get their significant others, their families, etc. This is a family person. This is someone that's very focused on family, that's focused on growth. I feel like this person could be very possessive as well, but I feel like this could very well be you guys, right? You guys could bring that happiness into fruition. It will take time, it will take work and diligence, but you commit yourself to the work needed to be done to get you to where you want to be, to get you to your dream, to get you to that happy place with this person. And I feel like you guys are already in love with this person very much. It's just that it just is going to need time and work and patience with both you and the other individual to get to that place. You have a new opportunity here. It's all about doing something differently. And I feel like the difference is taking the leap and to take your time with the growth that's coming with this relationship. Awesome. Awesome reading, Pisces. Let's go ahead and see what you guys got for your romance angels. Keep an open mind. Your soulmates may differ from your usual type and expectations. So that kind of goes with the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Cups and Knight of Cups, because I feel like the Queen of Cups is very specific about what this cup goes to, who this cup belongs to, who's going to take this cup from the Queen of Cups. That's a lot of cup in one sentence, right? But the thing is that she's focused on what she wants to feel. She's not focused on what the exact details of it. Because if she was more about details, it would be the Queen of Pentacles coming up there, not the Queen of Cups. She knows what she wants to feel and who this cup belongs to based off of how she feels for that person. It's never about the details of the dream. It's never about the absolute, okay, this person has to be 6'7" or 5'2", and this person has to have black hair and green eyes. It doesn't matter. It's not about the looks. It's not about the physical. It's not about the ego. It's about the emotions, the feeling. And I feel like this person that's around you at this moment, you're kind of a little iffy and not sure if you want to pursue it, but I feel like the more you get to know this person, the better you understand their truth, you understand their side. You'll see that They may be coming off as the Knight of Cups, inconsistent, a bit of a player, kind of sweet talking and everybody. But I think he or she may be very serious, and the Queen of Swords may show their seriousness with their willingness to settle down. But it's not about the other person. It's also recognizing and understanding your truths and understanding your expectations and understanding what you're looking for in a partner, what you're ready for, what you are, not ready for. You know what I mean? You're understanding yourself when you understand someone else. But the thing is, you keep an open mind so that way you can get a new perspective, not just for yourself, not just for the people, for yourself, but to give you new ideas, to expand your horizons in regards to what you can have in your life, which you may not have even thought was possible. All right, so keeping an open mind is big, y'all. And remember, you're not manifesting a person. I would never, ever, 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 ever recommend you doing that, because that is conjuring someone. That's not manifesting. That is conjuring, and that's dangerous. Like, just think about it. If you're okay with somebody manifesting you, like pretty much roadblocking your purpose in life just to have you in theirs, if you're okay with them doing that to you, so be it. I don't agree with it. I don't condone that. I feel like it's completely wrong. It's free will that you're taking advantage of. You're stealing someone's free will away from them. That's their right of being a human being on this planet, as the same as you. But you are allowed 100% to manifest someone that will bring you a feeling. Not a person, but the feeling, to have that feeling in yourself. Because sometimes you could have this feeling and not need a single person. And I know a lot of us want a relationship, but the thing is, where does love start? From the self. So you have to have that love with you. But you want to manifest what you want to feel in a relationship. Not the person that's going to give you that feeling. That's the big thing. The big part of it. Don't get wrapped up in the details. I feel like that's the biggest thing why the keep an open mind card came up, and that's why the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles came up. I was saying that it's too practical. You guys got to go back into that moon energy, dream, fantasize. Don't get lost in it, but don't get lost in the details and being too specific, because that specificness, you will get what you are looking for with the specificness. Now, miracles and blessings is awesome, all right? And this is talking about everything has its purposes, everything has its reasons why it comes about. It says everything has its gifts. So sometimes we're put in a situation where we're not necessarily too happy about, and we may kind of feel like, well, this kind of sucks. But remember, everything has its purpose. Everything happens for a reason. And sometimes we don't see it in the moment, but as we go through it, as we live our lives, as we, live through the experience, we understand what the gift really is. Something that's personal, something that's deep and spiritual, that no one else can take from us, no one else can see, and something that we can't really see either, but we can truly feel, and we know within our mind's eye that that gift that we have is something that can never be taken away. So everything has its blessings, everything has its miracles, right? Everything happens for a reason, and it's about what we do with those miracles that makes it a gift. Anything we do with it, everything we do with it is a gift. It's just, sometimes we just may not see it then, but understand that things happen for a reason, and it's never for our demise.